everyone, my name's Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny, and thank you for joining me in my video today, which is my Minerva haul. Now this haul actually has been quite a long time coming because I'm part of the Minerva Craft Club. Now that means that if you pay the club fee of £20, then for a year you get 10% off everything from the website whenever you like, for that whole year. And also you do get included in extra sort of sales. So for instance, if they say have 10% off all atelier brunette fabric, then you get an extra 10% off, so you can get 20% off. And what they also do is do these craft club days where you can get 20% off everything on the website, and they do it a couple of times a year. And yeah, so the first lot of fabric that I got, I did actually get back in sort of April, May time, when they originally had their first craft club day. And then they've just had another one recently where I did pick up a couple of extra bits as well. So yeah, it has been a long time coming, and I've got it all here ready to share with you. So I've got a fabric, I've got a few patterns as well. I've also got a little haberdashery item too. So before I start, I'll just let you know what I'm wearing. This is a ready to wear vest top. Nothing special, but I am wearing a me-made skirt, which I will pan you down for. This is a double gauze skirt that I made, a little tiered skirt. It's got little pockets in there as well. There. This is the Pattern Union Phoebe Maxi skirt. You can do it in a full length, but I decided to just cut it off and just do the one tier. And also, yeah, I've got to share with you the bottom of it I just left as overlocking because it's this sort of daisy print. I just thought it'd be quite nice to leave the overlocking. And I must admit, if you don't own a double gauze tiered skirt of any description, I really do recommend you try it. It is the nicest thing to wear when it's hot. It is absolutely baking today. I think it's probably in the mid-30s, I think, today. We're having a bit of a heat wave in the UK. So yeah, it is absolutely perfect for that. It's been keeping me really nice and cool because it's gathered and tiered. It's just a bit floaty, and yeah, I absolutely love it. But anyway, let's get on to sharing with you what I purchased from Minerva. So let's start off with, let's just go on with the haberdashery item that I bought. I've actually been wanting one of these for a while. It is one of these. Now this, I believe, is for buttons, so you can line up your buttons wherever you like on there, but I wanted to use it more of like a seam gauge, because this little red thing here you can move up and down and it'll give you the measurement on the side. And I used one of these when I was doing my jeans making workshop with Sew Hayley Jane and Charlotte Newland, and Charlotte had one of these, and I was using this to check my seam allowance, and I just found it really, really helpful because it's metal. I just felt I had a bit more weight behind, as I was lining up my seam allowance and pressing, I could just kind of shift it along quite nicely. I do have other seam gauges which are absolutely brilliant, ones you can sort of iron on and things like that, but I just found this one really, really useful. And because it does have the measurements on the side to line up your buttons as well, then that's even better. So that's a bit of a multi-tool, that one. And then patterns. So first off, because I had the 20% off, I had a look through some of their patterns, and I must admit, one thing I did want to get was some Deer and Doe patterns, some paper patterns, because they are stopping printing paper patterns. They're going to be PDF moving forward. So I had my eye on two patterns that I don't own as paper patterns, and I wanted to get those. So the first was the Melilo, or Melilot, I don't know how you pronounce it, I guess Melilo. It is a little shirt pattern, And I do really like this one. Not necessarily this one here with the sleeves, but this one with the grown on sort of sleeve with the sort of high neck and this lovely sort of dip sort of hem. So I've seen quite a few people make this pattern. I believe some people find it a little bit tricky in certain bits. I think some people found it a bit tricky with the collar, but I have made a few sort of shirts of this sort of style, so I'm hoping that I should be all right with it. But what I really do like about it is this one here, which is the one I'm interested in making. On the back it says that you need 1 1/4 yards, which I use meters, that would just literally be just over a meter. So I reckon I could get this shirt out of a meter. And I do believe you can, because I know Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door, I think she mentioned that she can get this style out of 1 meter. So that would be amazing if you can get this sort of shirt out of just 1 meter fabric. That's obviously if you have a wider fabric. I think if you have a narrow fabric, then it is more like 2 yards, it says. But yeah, really interested in trying that one, and glad I managed to get the paper pattern before they all disappeared, because I do like a paper pattern. I don't know what it is. I like having it sort of in my hands. I like to, you know, kind of read through the back. I like having the instruction booklet. I know you can get it all printed out, but I do find a lot of the time with the PDFs, yes, they are cheaper, but quite often by the time you've had it printed, if you want the instructions printed as well, that can be really expensive. I don't mind having instructions, you know, on my computer, but I don't know. Just something nice about having a paper pattern, just for me. And then the other pattern that I had my eye on for a while was this one. This is the Saffron Trousers. And this, they more or less look quite similar here, but one is, oh sorry, if I show you the back, these are the two variations. One is ankle height and one is full length, so not much difference. But what I wanted to do with this one is either make the full length version or cut it off into sort of 3/4, because I do like that sort of design. And as I mentioned, I've done that jeans making workshop now, so I feel a little bit more confident with maybe slightly trickier trousers. I mean, as you can see from these, you know, there are a lot of details which are more or less like jeans. So yeah, and this one, I think this does have a slight lining, I think, in the inside as well. So yeah, I just think it's going to be quite interesting for that one. So I do look forward to making that as well at some point. I do actually mean to actually try and make another pair of jeans, but I bought fabric and things like that for it, but I never never got round to it. But I do need to do that at some point. And then also some other patterns that I did get. Now this wasn't part of the 20% off. This was actually when they had a sale on new look patterns where they were all half price. Now again, because I'm a craft club member, I got an extra 10% on top of that. So actually I got 60% off these new look patterns. So I bought 3 of these patterns, which I had been eyeing up for a while. So I just thought, yes, let's get those purchased. And the first one is this one. Now, I believe this did come free in a sewing magazine, I think, at some point, but I think I might have missed the boat on that. But I've seen a lot of people making this version here, which is this sort of shirt dress. And yeah, I just keep seeing it every now and again popping up. Like, I'll see someone make, like, you know, a nice shirt dress and I'll think, oh, I wonder what that is. And when I open up the description on Instagram or something, it's always this pattern. So I thought, yes, I need to give that a go. And it is nice because it does come with like a little jersey sort of t-shirt dress or sleeveless dress, which is quite nice. So I think I could use that as well. But yeah, definitely this shirt dress is the one that I want to give a go, because yeah, it does seem quite straightforward. I don't think it doesn't really show much on the back, but it doesn't have lots of top stitching or anything by the looks of it. Just like some simple rolled up sleeves, and it's got some darts in it, and yeah, I think it's got one pocket on the breast there as well. So I just kind of thought it looks really nice, and it's all cinched in with a tie. So it's one that you just have to bring in with the tie. Otherwise it just sits quite loose like this one here. So quite a nice straightforward one. So I want to give that a go at some point. The other one that I'd had my eye on for a while was, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the number of that one, sorry. This is 6449, this one. The next one is 6434, which is this one. Again, I'm pretty sure it did come with a sewing magazine at some point. I've seen quite a few people show this one that did come free, but it was one that I didn't get at the time. And I'd seen two ladies make this. Karen from So Little Time made this, and also Anna, who's You Got Me in Stitches, she made this as well. And I saw their versions and I just really liked it. And I thought, that's a lovely little pattern. And it is mainly this one, the one that the model's wearing. It's just a nice little t-shirt, like woven t-shirt, but it's got these little bell sleeves on there. I know Karen made it in a double gauze as well, and it looked so nice, and I thought that would actually be a really nice top to make in double gauze for myself. So also I have ordered a fabric from Beyond the Pink Door, which hasn't arrived yet because I've put it on hold until I order some other fabric from her, but it's one that's got like an embroidery on the selvage, and I just thought that would be really nice on these little bell sleeves here. Yeah, so that was kind of my thought sort of behind it, is I wanted to get a fabric that had a nice sort of edge to it. I bought this pattern before I purchased the one from Andrea, but yeah, I kind of, as soon as I saw it on her website, I just put that pattern, that fabric and this pattern together, so I can't wait to make that. Hopefully I'll be able to make it sooner rather than later. And then the last new look pattern that I purchased was 6577, which is this one here. And the reason I wanted this one is I haven't got any cowl neck patterns in my stash, absolutely none. And I really wanted a jersey cowl neck pattern, mainly for my viscose jerseys, because I do like a cowl neck. I think you've got to be a little bit careful with them because some of them can just gape sort of right open. But I thought this one actually looked quite nice. It looks like it's reasonably sort of high up. I mean, some of the patterns that I've been seeing, you know, the cowl neck is like, you know, right down here. In which case, as soon as you lean forward, then, you know, there's just no point in wearing it. But this one I thought was really nice with slightly higher neck. I do love this version with these little flutter sleeves like the model's wearing, and it is quite nice here as well, like just having like the sleeveless version. Probably wouldn't do this version. This version's got like sort of ruffles on the side, like some ruching. I'm not sure if I'd necessarily go for that one, but yeah, definitely this version that the model's wearing, like, or one of these, I think I would definitely give a go, just because I think it'd just be nice to have a cowl neck pattern in my stash. Okay, so on to the fabrics. So I will start off with the fabrics that I bought first time round, so back in sort of April, May time, and then I'll move on to the few that I bought just recently. So first off, as I said, it's 20% off. So I thought, do you know what? I want to buy myself some art gallery jersey. If you haven't sewn with art gallery jersey before, I know it's expensive. I know it's expensive, but oh, it's just beautiful jersey. It's probably the nicest jersey I've ever sewn with. And I do think it is worth the money. If you get a design that you really like, I really do recommend trying it, especially if you can get it on a discount. So 20% off, then, you know, I was more than happy with that. So I just got a meter because, again, it is expensive. I don't really want to buy more than that. And I was thinking for this, a lovely little t-shirt. So it is this sort of dark, sort of purple background, and then these lovely bright flowers. I love the pop of like bright yellow in there. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love this hot pink as well against the purple. And you know, I'm loving these sort of turquoisey minty colours as well, so it's ticking all the boxes of something that I would just love to wear. Now I do have a Galaxy tee by Pattern Scissors Cloth, which is a free sewing pattern. I love it, and I do actually have one made up out of an art gallery jersey. It's my favourite one. I love it. I wear it all the time. So I was thinking I should probably make another one, because the fabric is just perfect for that pattern, because it's got like puffy sleeves on it, but because the art gallery cotton jerseys are so buttery soft, it almost feels a little bit like a viscose jersey, like how soft it is, but with the structure of cotton jersey. I really hope that sort of makes sense. But if I open it out to the single layer, you can see on there it does actually have some drape. I mean, it's not absolutely tons of it, but just slightly softer than your standard cotton jersey. And with art gallery fabrics, you stretch it, they are not see-through at all, but they are super, super stretchy. I absolutely love this print. I've had my eye on it for absolutely ages, and so as soon as I saw it had the 20% off, I nabbed some. So yeah, just 1 meter of that one. And then next up, I bought a couple of denims. So this was with the intention of using them for, oh, sorry, knocked the tripod, for the Saffron trousers. And as I mentioned, I wanted to make this pattern, but maybe just do a slight cut off. I know they have an ankle version, but I kind of thought maybe do a slightly more of a cut off one. I think also you can, with the ankle length one, I think it does actually say that you can use 1.5 yards. So that would actually be just under 1.5 meters. So you could make the ankle version out of, you know, 1.5 meters. I think for version A, which is the full length, it's 1.75. So again, you might be able to get away with 1.5 meters. With that. So yeah, I bought 2 denims, both 1.5 meters. So the first one is this sort of dark, it's not quite black. It's kind of, I'm not sure if I bring it in, it's grey, but it's grey because it's got black and white sort of threaded through it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that there, but it's really nice. Now it does, I haven't washed any of these, so at the moment it is very, very stiff because it does need a good wash. But yeah, 1.5 meters of this, and it is a bit of a stretchy one as well. Not much, doesn't have any that way. It's got a tiny amount of stretch in there just for a little bit of give. So yeah, I just really liked that colour, and I think actually some of these denims were actually already on sale. I can't remember, to be honest, because I say it was such a long time ago, but I think they were already on sale, so it meant I got even more of a discount on there. So that was the first one of the denims. And then the second one was this more silver grey. And I used to have a pair of jeans this sort of colour. I absolutely loved them, but then they just wore out. And so I thought, do you know, it would be really nice to make myself another, well, not make another pair, have another pair of like this silvery colour. Oh, I've got this loose thread. So yeah, it's this one, so this lovely silvery grey. I thought it'd be really nice for summer as well. I mean, I know we're, you know, kind of in August now, you know, so I should be planning more autumn makes. But yeah, I still think it would be really nice to wear all year round. And again, this one does have a stretch as well. If I open it out a little bit, so again, yeah, it is really stiff because I haven't given it a wash, but that's got a little bit of stretch as well. Not loads, just a little bit, just to give a little bit of give, which is really all you need. Okay, and then the rest of the fabrics that I purchased were all knit fabrics. So again, because I had the 20% off, anything that was in their sale section, you got an additional 20% off. And I believe that these 4 fabrics, which were my remaining ones from my April, May time of buying, were all in the sale. So these were bargains. Again, I can't remember off the top of my head how much they were, but they were good value. And the first one is this one. As you know, one of my favourite colours at the moment. It is like a sweater knit, but it's a very sort of lightweight sweater knit. You can probably, you can't really see really through it, but it is a really nice, soft sweater knit. I really hope that's sort of coming across about how soft it is. And what I love is, if I bring it close, you can see it's got this sort of fluffy texture to it. It's so incredibly soft. And yeah, I absolutely love the colour of this. So I was thinking it would make either a really nice sort of lightweight cardigan, or just, you know, a basic simple sort of batwing sort of top, or even actually just holding it like that actually might be quite nice as my cowl neck pattern. Actually might be quite nice. But it is really, really super soft, and I just thought, yeah, that would be lovely. Now I did grab what was left. I think it was a remnant piece, which was 1.4 meters, so I should have enough there if I want to make a cardigan, and I should have plenty there if I did want to make a top as well. And then the next one that I got, again, it's a knit fabric. This I got 2 meters of because I think it was really cheap. It was, yeah, so it was in the sale. And it's actually really nice. It's black. It's not going to show probably very well, but if I bring it up closely, can you see there? It's got this lovely design on it. It's really pretty. And if I open it out into the single layer, again, it is very lightweight. It's got a lovely amount of drape on it, but it's not see-through. You can see there, if I stretch it, you can probably just about see my shadow through it, but it's not see-through, which I absolutely love. So I thought this would make a really nice lightweight dress. I was thinking maybe I could do a wrap dress with it, or just any type of dress with it, really. I haven't really got, as you probably can tell, any sort of, you know, sort of plans already with this one. But I just thought for the price of it and that lovely detail, I just thought I had to pick it up. So yeah, 2 meters of that, so plenty to make a nice little dress out of. And then next up is a Ponte, or a double knit, I think they refer to it. And I think I got 1.5 meters of this one. Yes, 1.5 meters. And it is just a plain black Ponte. Nothing super duper interesting with that, but I do have a plan for this one. I want to make the Wendy Ward, oh, what are they called? Is it the Derwent trousers? It's from the book, something like Sewing with Knitted Fabrics, or Beginner's Guide to Sewing with Knitted Fabrics. I've had that book for ages. And I kept seeing Carrie, who's Thread Therapy, almost said her old YouTube channel name then. She has made a few of the Derwent trousers, and I really like her versions, and I just think, yes, I need to make them. And they are just simply just pull on, you know, kind of like trousers, and because they're Ponte, they're nice and stretchy, and I just thought they'd be really nice, especially coming into the autumn winter time. It'd be nice to have some nice cozy sort of trousers like that. And then the last fabric that I picked up from my April-May purchases is this one, and this one was on sale as well. I think it might be a Lady McElroy, I'm not sure, I think it might be. But it is a knit fabric, so I'm just having a look at the label. It doesn't really give you loads and loads of information, but yeah, it just kind of tells you sort of how many meters you've got, who picked it, and the name of it. I think it is Lady McElroy because it's got LM in front of it. But yes, got 2 meters of this, and this is a sweater knit, and it's beautiful. I love this. How gorgeous is that? And it feels so nice and soft. I can't tell you how soft this one feels. It's so pretty. I love all those flowers on there. And this I just want to make into a very sort of lightweight jumper, because I think it would just be perfect for work. I actually do have a few ready to wear sort of like lightweight sweater knit jumpers that I do just chuck on when I'm in the office, and I do wear them a lot. And I saw this and I just thought that'd be absolutely gorgeous. Now I got 2 meters because I wasn't sure whether I wanted to make one sort of slightly half length t-shirt, or whether I wanted to make something with like a full length. So I thought, well, I'll get 2 meters just to be on the safe side on there, because what I might be able to do is actually make 2 if I'm a bit careful with how I cut the fabric out. Is I can get, say for instance, the Sew Over It Molly tee, I can get sort of like a half sleeve version of that out of 1 meter. So I was like, oh, I could do that. And then also I was thinking maybe what I could do is, again, possibly make a pattern scissors cloth galaxy tee out of the other meter. At least that's what I'm kind of thinking I might do. I mean, I might be able to just make something out of the full 2 meters, but I just thought this is so beautiful, and I just thought it'd be perfect to wear as like a little sort of lightweight sort of jumper. So, or top really, I suppose, because it is a sweater knit. It's not going to give you loads of warmth, but yeah, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous flowers on that. So really happy with that one. Okay, and then the last 3 fabrics is what I've purchased recently when they had the 20% off Craft Club sale, and these are all Pontes. So I've got plans for the first 2, and that is I want to make some Ponte dresses. And the type of Ponte dress that I want is, it's basically like just a shift dress with some short sleeves, but I want it to have bust darts and maybe sort of back or waist darts to give it a little bit more shape. So I'm thinking I might use a woven pattern that maybe has a zip up the back or a keyhole closure, and just make it out of that. I don't know, maybe something like this Sew Over Ultimate shift dress. I mean, I'm sure there's absolutely tons. I think the Avid Seamstress has one as well. But I'm going to have a little look around. But if you know of a really nice shift dress pattern that has, you know, maybe sort of waist darts or back darts and bust darts, then let me know in the comments, because I'd love to have a look at that. So there's a lot of traffic going on outside. So the first one is this one. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And it is a beautiful quality Ponte as well. I mean, those colours are just beautiful. And yeah, so this, as I said, would want to be a nice little shift dress. It's a really nice lightweight Ponte. It's so soft. I mean, you can see there, it's got a nice amount of drape on there. It's got a little bit of stretch on there. Actually, it's more this way, actually, so I'm holding it the wrong way. The stretch is this way. There we go. It's got a little bit of stretch on there. And what is really nice is it's totally black on the other side. So it means you can stretch it as much as you like. And yeah, it's just, you're not going to see any of that white coming through. And it is so soft on the back as well. It is beautiful. I absolutely love this pattern. So nice. I really hope that when I wash it, the colours stay this vibrant, because yeah. Oh, lovely. So that was that one. And this one, I think I got 2 meters of that as well, because I kind of thought, you know, if I've got anything left over, I might be able to make maybe like a little t-shirt and then do some contrasting black sleeves, or vice versa, you know, use that as like a sleeve piece and have a black t-shirt, just because it's such a pretty design. And then exactly the same with this one, is I saw this, I loved the colours, and I wanted to make it into a shift dress for work, which is this one. So probably a little bit unusual for me. You guys probably know that I love anything like floral or bright coloured or anything like that. This one's probably a little bit more sort of geometric, but I just love the colours in it, like these mustards and rust colours with these sort of blues and greys, and it's all on a black background. So again, this is a Ponte, and I thought this one would just be a really nice, smart shift dress for work. So again, I am thinking ahead. I'm thinking more autumn, winter, where I can make myself a dress and wear this with black tights. And I just thought it looks really nice and smart for the office. So that is my plan for that one. So again, I got 2 meters of it because I thought that gives me plenty of like wiggle room with it, because I might make this one a long sleeved shift dress, or even one maybe like with maybe a little puff sleeve or something might be quite nice, or just keep it, you know, really basic and do just like a t-shirt sort of dress, and then, as I say, keep some over, and then I can always use some for front of a t-shirt or something, because yeah, I just love that design. Just think it's so colourful. And then the last fabric I got, now this was very, very inexpensive because this is toile fabric for me. So I have bought a ticket to the Dressmakers Ball by Crafty So and So. So that is up in Leicester. I think it's on the 1st of October. I'm going up with my lovely friend Katie, who, if you'd seen my Stitch Festival vlog, then yeah, I went up to the Stitch Festival with her. I met her in real life for the first time, and yeah, we've become good friends and everything. So we just thought, yes, let's go to the Dressmakers Ball together. I need some toile fabric for the dress that I'd like to make, and I am planning on making a dress in a Ponte. I love the fabric that I've picked. I'm not going to show you yet because I think I'm going to do a dedicated vlog, I think, for my little process of the dress that I'm going to make. But I needed something to toile it in first, because the fabric that I've got is so beautiful. I don't want to ruin it. And being a Ponte, the pattern that I'm going to make, I'm not sure if it's actually for Ponte, so I think I need to toile it out. As you guys know, I don't really do toiles very often, but I thought it'd be good. Now I wanted to get something which would be a wearable toile ideally, so I thought get something that I could wear, you know, kind of if I'm going out for a nice evening somewhere. And this one, as I say, was, you know, very inexpensive, and I need 3 meters of it. So it is this one. So it is a black and white Czech Ponte, and what I do like about it actually is it's got, you see there, it's got little bits of glitter in it. So it just means that if I do make it into something that I can sort of wear just out and about, it's a little bit more special having that sort of glitter through it. Now this one, I must admit, it's probably not, I mean, it is soft, but you certainly can feel the glittery aspect of it. It's not super duper soft. And on the inside, as I say, it's not the softest. It is a little bit scratchy. I don't know if you can be able to see, but just where that glitter bit is, it's kind of, you can sort of feel it a little bit. But as I say, it is for a toile. So if I was to make it up and it fits me well enough to be able to go out and about in it, then I can just pop a slip on underneath it, which would make it absolutely fine. So yeah, 3 meters of this, and as I say, it was very inexpensive, so that's why I'm going to use it as my toile. It's probably a little bit lighter weight than my actual fabric. I keep pointing over there because it's sitting right behind you, but I'm not going to share it with you just yet. It is a little bit probably lighter weight than the fabric I've got, but I still think it would be good to use as a toile. It's probably got similar amount of stretch to the one that I'm going to be using, and yeah, I don't think you can really go wrong with Czechs, can you? I think it will look really nice. So yeah, 3 meters of that one, and that's why, yeah, I just wanted to pick up something that was quite inexpensive to use as my toile fabric. So that was everything. I really hope you did enjoy watching. If you did, then please do give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, it would be lovely if you could. Okay, well, take care everybody. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.